Hello guys, in today's tutorial we are going to create this animation that you are seeing on the screen. Recently I was surfing the web and then I came across this animation, so I decided to recreate the same animation with using React Native reanimated. So before wasting much time, let's get started. The first thing I will do here is, let me try to zoom in my code editor so that you can see what's happening here better. So the first thing we are going to do here is to change the background of our screen. So to do that, what I will do is I will create here a folder called components, and inside components I will have a file called styles. So this file here will contain our styles, so I will create a variable called styles and assign it to styleset from React Native dot create, and we are going to call this style container. We will give it a flex of 1 and a background color of BG color. I already have my colors declared and the dimensions I'll be using. So now I will save this file, and then we come here and then we assign the styles to our view. Put styles from style.container. So now we have our background color set. The next thing we are going to do is to create the cop. So to do that, I will create a component called cop. So now we come into our component here and we create a file called cop.tsx, do React Native functional export, and then here is where we will create our cop. So now what we need to do here is we need to assign our styles to this cop here. So to do that, we just import styles and then we call this guy cop. So we can go into our styles here and start declaring our styles. So now the first thing we are going to do here is we can use the width from cop width, and the height for the cop would be cop height. The background for the cop, I will just make it white. Border bottom start radius would be cop width divided by 2, and then the border bottom end radius would be width divided by 2. Cop width and we divide this guy also by cop width. So we can come to our cop here, save our cop. Let's just get rid of this text here and then import our cop from components cop. So now we have something that looks like this. We can just move our cop somewhere around here. To do that, what I will do is I will change the position of my cop and make it absolute and move it from the left 100 pixels for now, and from the top also 100. Something like border radius 5. Yes, so the top part of our cop also is round. So from here what we can do is we can start creating the handle of our cop. To do that, we can come here and create another view. We give it this, we declare its styles, and we'll call this guy styles handle. So now we can come down here. The height for the handle also would be cop handle height, and the width would be, so I can give this a background color of, let's say, red for now, so that we can see like what's happening. That's our handle over there. So now what we can do is border color of the handle color, and the border style would be solid, and the border width would be, let's give it 5 for now and see how it looks. So now what we can do is we can just say border would be 5. We can just get rid of this guy. Border top will be 5, and border left width would also be 5, and border bottom width would also be 5. This guy should be border right width instead of border left width. So border right width. So from here we can just get rid of our color. Border top right radius would be 100, would be 200, and border bottom end radius would also be 200. So now we have something like this. So let's start to position our handle somewhere around here. Let's change the position of this guy to absolute, and then we go right minus scope handle width. So what we can do is let's move from the top just a bit. Top 5. We can just change these guys from 5 to change to 8. So now we have our handle in place. The other thing we need to do is to create the face. So to create the face, let's create another file called, let's create another component called face. Let's clear off this text. This would be styles dot, and we'll have here another view which would be the face. Yeah, so we have style and styles dot face. So we can come down here, and then we would have the face container, and then the face container, the width for the face container would be cop width, and the height would be cop height. Okay, the position for this guy here would be relative. We can save this guy, we can, and then come to face. Now we have face. Let's declare the style for face. So the inside the face we will have the eyes and the mouth and the tear. So here what we can do here is the position for this guy here would be absolute, because we will need to animate this face, so it's better to make it absolute for now. And the width would be cop width. Let's save this guy here, and then we can import the face here and see what we have. Nothing. So here now we can start creating the eyes. We can have style equals styles dot eye. So now we can come to our styles and create the styling for our eye. We can have the width of which would be eye size, and the height would also be eye size. The background color would be chocolate color, and then we save. We come to this guy also, we save. So now we have something like this here. What we need to do here is to round the eyes. To do that, we can do border radius equal eye size divided by 2. That one is rounded, but we need 2 eyes. So to do that, we need to wrap this eye here into another view, and we will call this dot eyes, and declare our eyes, the style of our eyes, which would be something like this. The flex direction would be row, and then the justify content space between, and the width for our eyes would be cop width minus 50. Save, and then save this other eye also as well. So now what do we have? Nothing, because we have only one eye. So let's paste this eye here also. So now we have 2 eyes. So now from here we can see that our eyes are placed on top, so we need to align them properly. To do that, we can go with flex direction column, justify content center, and the align items would be center. The height for this guy also, which would be crop height. So what we need to do now is to create the mouth. What we need to do is we will create our own custom SVG. So in order to do that, we will make use of React Native SVG. So we will need to install React Native SVG, npm I React Native SVG. So React Native SVG is installed. Let's create a new file here called mouth.tsx, and we'll do is rename it to mouth, and then we'll change this view to SVG, remove this path, and then here we will create a new component called animated path, and we'll import animated from React Native animated dot create component, and component would be path. The reason why we are doing this is because we will be animating this path. To be able to animate this thing, reanimate it, we need to convert this path into a component that is compatible with reanimated. So now here we will return, we will call the animated path here. Now what the animated path takes is, it takes animated prop, and we will call this value animated prop. We need to declare our animated prop here, and then we'll go like animated prop equals use animated props from React Native reanimated, and then we will return an object, the value of which would be d, and then the key of which would be d, and then the value would be a string, by the way. So now here, the first thing we need to do here is we will write here m. What m does is to tell the SVG where we want to place our mouse. In our case, we want to place it 3 from the x-axis and then 3 from the y-axis. Before we even go further, I think it's a good idea for us to declare our dimensions of the dimension of our SVG, the width of which would be 3, and then the height would also be 20. The width will be 20 and the height will also be 20. The field for the SVG would be none. Okay, so I think this would be good. And then the other thing we need to do is to create the bezier. In order to create the bezier curve, what we will do is we will make use of C, and then the C is what we use for creating the bezier curve. The first two value of C is to tell the SVG where we want to place the first bezier point. In our case, we want to place it 3 from the x-axis and then 10 from the y-axis, and then we come down. The second two value tells the SVG where we want to place the second bezier point. We want to place it 18 from the x-axis and then 10 from the y-axis. And then the third value of C is to tell the SVG where we want to place the second bezier. In our case, we want it to be 18 from the x-axis and 3 from the y-axis. So if we save this guy here, and then we fill non-animated path, stroke width, we need to give it like a stroke width of 3. Stroke width of 3, I think would do, or maybe 4, not sure what, let's see. And then a stroke color would be chocolate color. Actually, I realized that we imported this SVG wrongly. Should be SVG, and then we can save this guy and import the mouth inside the face here. So you can come down here and then import mouth, hit save, and then we have our mouth. So we need to make this mouth a little bit round, and then maybe reduce the width of the mouth. So you can come back here Now we can come here and make use of stroke line curve, which would be round. So now the mouth is round as well, but then we need to have some space between the eye and the mouth here. So to do that, we can come here and then give it some gap. Let's go to our styles. So now here we have eyes, we have face. We can give this guy here a gap of 5. Yes, we have some gap between here and here. So now the other thing we need to do is to create the tears. To do that, we can come back to the face again and then just copy these two guys here, paste them, and instead of this guy being called eyes, we will call it tears, and then these two guys would be called tear. Now we can come to our styles here, duplicate this eyes here and replace it with, and then the width for the tears here would be cup width, and then the spacing between these guys here would be custom. We can just make it 50 for now. Let's see, I mean, it should be the gap first, and then we can copy this eye here also and then use it for the tear. We can call it tear, and then the size for this tear here would be eye size minus 3, and then the background color for this guy here would be tear color, and yeah, we can leave the border radius as is. So we can save. So now here we have something like this. I think we need to change the positioning of the ear as well. So we can change the positioning of the ear to absolute. It's absolute. We can position the tears properly by just doing justify content center like that. So that's it for this video. In part 2 we are going to start animating the cup.